Oh, hockey fans, can you believe it? We are down to the final dozen days of the regular season. The playoffs begin in less than 2 weeks, 13 days away, April 18th. And the playoff races are nuts. Now, because of that, and because of how close we are to the end, I'm going to do something different. I'm not going to show the standings. I just want to get right to talking about the races. Mostly the teams who are above the playoff line, but some teams will still have a shot. So let's start this off with the Atlantic Division's top three. The Atlantic Division is getting close, real close. Tampa Bay 102, Montreal 100, Buffalo 100. And I find this very interesting. First place is officially in the playoffs. Third place is officially in the playoffs. Second place, not yet. That's very odd. I think it's because they don't have a lot of regulation wins compared to teams that kind of need to clinch over. But yeah, Montreal's not in quite yet, not yet, but they will be. But it is a very cluttered race. And Buffalo, like I said, I'm very happy for them. They finally ended their drought, but they've slipped a bit. They were leading the division for a good while, and now they're down to third place. I guess it's just a testament to how tight the division is. I kind of hope Buffalo wins the division because I wouldn't mind seeing the 2021 Cup final rematch in round one, but I don't know. This is really a toss up. It'd be something if Montreal wins the division. Holy shnikey. That really would be amazing. Carolina Hurricanes are basically on their way to winning the division. They have a 10-point lead over the Penguins. Penguins have 5 games left. The reason most they can get out of those five is 10 points. But Carolina still needs just an extra 1 point to get the division because I think the regulation wins tiebreaker. I think Pittsburgh might have a chance to pass that should they win out and Carolina lose out regulation. But Carolina is definitely going to win that division. Pittsburgh, at least, they're kind of causing some distance from the Islanders for second place. They're up by 5. And speaking of the Islanders, this just in, we heard the news come in. They fired Patrick Waugh as head coach. I don't get why. Not this decline, whatever this funk they're in. None of it is Waugh's fault. But they fired him. Even worse, they hired Peter DeBoer. Oh boy, it's like the Islanders are just begging not to make the playoffs. But it is what it is. And I read somebody said you hired DeBoer with Bruce Cassidy, who won a cup, mind you, available. And this is why the Islanders will always be the Rangers' little brother, no matter how bad the Rangers are. And of course, this year the Rangers are bad, but yeah, it's just a mess in Long Island. I said normally I only talk about the top two teams in that wild card, but I have to talk about this whole race because it's a mess. Now, the only thing that's not too messy is Boston. Boston, it looks like they're going to be wild card one, even though they're not that far out behind third place in the Atlantic, but there's less than 2 weeks left, and well, who knows? But look what's below them. 88 seems to be the magic number. Senators, Red Wings, Flyers, Blue Jackets, all with that number. And the Capitals, who were supposed to be one or two losses away from being completely screwed, they have a shot. They're gonna get. They could end up getting away with it, getting into the playoffs. Even though they'll be one and done, they'll have made it if they make it. Of course, the Devils they don't have a realistic shot, but they're not. They're not eliminated yet. But anyway, um, but yeah, it's just crazy how close this is. And I just wanted to address the Red Wings, mention the Red Wings for a second. Um, Detroit needs to get their shit together right now. Because here's the thing, with the Sabers making it, guess who now has the longest current playoff drought? Detroit. Never thought it would be Detroit. Because remember, every year it was debt, taxes, and playoff hockey in Detroit. 25 straight years of it. Now, if Detroit misses out, it'll be a full decade, and that'll be the longest current streak now. That's the longest current streak now because Buffalo made it. So the Wings, they need to start flying. Dallas Stars, you are cursed. Oh boy. Well, actually, Dallas is so bad they didn't need Danhausen to curse him. But Yeah, remember, I'll just mention this again because it bears mentioning again. Remember when Dallas Stars fans were just pounding their chest after March 18th when they beat the Avs in Denver? 2 points out. They acted like it was a foregone conclusion they were going to win the division. Never mind the fact that there was like weeks left and they had to play the Avs again one more time. If you ask Stars fans, the division was inevitable and another playoff win over Colorado was inevitable. Since then, 2-5-2, and that includes losing on Saturday at home to the Colorado Avalanche, getting shut out by the Avs. So, wonder what those Dallas Stars fans are doing right now. Yeah, I'd be mighty quiet too if my team got shut out at home by a team who didn't have their best defenseman. Stars. All I have to say is this: get ready for your first round exit because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. The division's over. The Avs are one win away from winning the Central, and that pretty much officially means Dallas and Minnesota are set to face each other. Yeah, like I said, get ready for your first round exit, Dallas, because it's gonna happen. It doesn't. And the sad part is, and the crazy part is, it won't even. Home ice won't even matter. Even if Dallas gets home ice, Minnesota's gonna beat them out. Minnesota's just that dangerous, and Dallas has too many problems. Too many problems. Yeah, so that's gonna be fun. The Pacific Division continues to be the NHL's equivalent of the NFC South. Who wants to win it? Does anybody want to win it? But miraculously, the Oilers are in first place, barely, but they are. Um, it would be something if they actually win the division with Draisaitl out. That would really be crazy if that happened, but I don't know. It's still pretty close. There's 1 point separating all three of these teams. Anaheim's fallen off, but they're still tied in points. And Vegas, even with their bad problems, they're 1 point out. The Pacific Division is just a wild mess. Hell, I'm here for it. It's fun. Here's the thing about this picture. This isn't all of it because the Blues and Kraken still have kind of an outside shot. But here's another crazy thing about this. Look at the Kings' record. They've lost 19 games past regulation. 19. No, 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 19. And yet, despite it all, not only are they tied with the Predators in points, they're actually 6 points out of first place in the Pacific. Yeah. All of those overtime shootout losses, and they're still within a hair of a lot. That means if they had just won, if half of those 19 overtime losses became wins, they'd be in first place that division, that band division. It's just blown opportunities with LA, but they're still in the hunt for something. You have the Sharks; they've kind of slipped a bit, but they still have a chance. The Jets still have a chance. Right now, it's Utah and Nashville with the two spots, but a lot can happen in the final 12 days. And here's part of that lot. I mentioned the Kings and Predators. They play each other again on Monday. Yeah, that's in LA. That's going to be a very big game. I'm surprised it's not on national TV, but yeah, that's going to be a very interesting game between Nashville and LA. Pretty much the winner. Well, it's not an elimination game, but the winner pretty much will definitely be in the driver's seat to get that last spot. While whoever loses is going to have some work to do. But it's gonna be a very wild race for the rest of the way. And that is a look at the playoff picture heading into the final dozen days of the season. It's gonna be wild. So if you like this video, click the like button. If you're on YouTube, click subscribe if you want more. If you're on TikTok and Instagram, feel free to hit that follow button and the link above. That's my story on Vocal. Check it out when you can. And of course, with more teams clinch, I'll be on here congratulating them. But when it comes to a recap, the final regular season recap. Until next week.